In today's video, we're comparing Bluehost and Hostinger and looking at which hosting provider is better for beginners. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you're building your first website, choosing the right hosting provider is one of the first decisions that you'll make. Hosting affects your website speed, reliability, and how easy it is to manage everything behind the scenes. So in this video, I'm going to break down what Bluehost and Hostinger actually are, how they compare, the pros and cons, and which one is going to make sense more for you depending on what kind of website you're trying to build. Let's get into it. So before comparing them, it helps to understand what website hosting actually is. Website hosting is the service that stores your website files and makes them available on the internet. Every website needs hosting in order to exist online. When someone types your domain into their browser, the hosting provider delivers the files that display your website. Bluehost and Hostinger are both very popular hosting providers that are designed for people building websites without needing advanced technical skills. They both offer tools that make it easier to launch a website, especially if you're using platforms like WordPress. Instead of setting up servers yourself, these companies handle the infrastructure so you can focus on designing and publishing your site. Now let's talk about how beginner-friendly the setup is. So for beginners, the setup experience is one of the most important factors. When someone is building their first website, the last thing they want is a complicated dashboard or confusing technical steps. Bluehost is known for having a setup process that walks users through the basics of launching a site. When you sign up, the platform typically guides you through choosing a domain, installing WordPress, and getting your site online. The interface focuses on simplicity, which can be helpful if you're starting from scratch. Hostinger also focuses heavily on beginner usability. Their dashboard is designed to be clean and straightforward with clear menus and tools for managing your site. Many beginners appreciate the simplicity of their control because it avoids overwhelming users with too many technical settings. Both platforms are designed to help people launch a website quickly, but the experience can feel slightly different depending on which interface you prefer. Now, performance and speed. Website speed is another important factor when choosing hosting. Faster websites provide a better experience for visitors and can just help with search engine visibility. Bluehost has built a reputation as a reliable hosting provider that works well for many types of websites. It offers stable infrastructure and tools designed to keep sites running smoothly. For many beginners launching a blog or business website, the performance is usually more than sufficient. Hostinger has focused heavily on performance improvements in recent years. Many of their plans include built-in speed features designed to help pages load quicker. Fast loading times can make a website feel more responsive for visitors and can reduce the chance that someone leaves before the page finishes loading. In general, both platforms aim to provide stable hosting environments, but Hostinger often emphasizes performance optimization as one of its core strengths. Next is the control and dashboard experience. So the control panel is the place where you manage everything related to your websites, including files, domains, and settings. For beginners, a clean and simple dashboard can make a massive difference. Bluehost typically uses a dashboard that integrates with the traditional cPanel environment. This gives users access to many hosting tools and settings. Some people like this approach because it offers familiarity and flexibility, while others find it to be slightly overwhelming at first. Hostinger uses a custom dashboard designed to simplify website management. The layout is organized around common tasks like managing domains, installing applications, and adjusting hosting settings. Many beginners do find this environment easier to navigate because it removes some of the complexity associated with traditional hosting dashboards. Honestly, both approaches work well, but the experience may depend on whether you prefer a more traditional hosting panel or a simplified custom interface. Now we're going to talk about WordPress compatibility. Many beginners use WordPress to build their website, so hosting compatibility with WordPress is important. Bluehost has long been associated with WordPress hosting. The platform makes it easy to install WordPress during setup and provides tools that help manage WordPress sites more easily. For people who plan to build a blog or content-focused website, this integration can make the process so much smoother. Hostinger also supports WordPress and offers optimized hosting environments for WordPress websites. Their hosting plans often include features designed to improve WordPress performance and make site management easier. In practical terms, both platforms allow beginners to run WordPress sites effectively. Now, pricing structure and long-term value. Pricing is often one of the biggest deciding factors when choosing hosting. Bluehost typically positions itself as a beginner-friendly hosting provider with plans that include core website tools and domain integration. The platform focuses on offering an all-in-one experience where beginners can register a domain, install WordPress, and manage their website from from one place. Hostinger is known for offering competitive pricing across its hosting plans. Many people choose it because the entry-level plans are affordable while still including essential hosting features. For beginners who are watching their budget, the difference in pricing can sometimes influence which provider feels the better option. Okay, now let's go over the pros and cons. So Bluehost offers a simple and guided setup experience that many beginners appreciate when launching their first website. The platform integrates smoothly with WordPress and provides tools that help users get a site online quickly. Bluehost also has a long-standing reputation in the hosting industry, which makes it feel like a familiar option for new website owners. On the downside, some users feel that the dashboard can be slightly more complex than newer hosting interfaces, especially for people who have never managed hosting before. Now, Hostinger's main advantage is its focus on speed and simplicity. The custom dashboard is designed to make website management easier for beginners, and the platform often emphasizes performance improvements in its hosting environment. Hostinger also tends to offer competitive pricing, which appeals to many new website creators. The trade-off is that some users who are used to traditional hosting panels may find the custom interface different from what they expected. So just some things to keep in mind as you're making your decision. Okay, so now we're going to dive into the different plans and pricing options. We're going to start off with Hostinger. So if you click our link down in the description below, you can actually save up to 85% if you use our link. So they've got the premium website builder and the business website builder, and this is with hosting included. So they've got the premium website builder, which is $1.99 per month plus 3 months free. And again, it will renew at $10.99 a month. So just again, want to keep that in mind, be transparent. You can create one website, 2 gigabytes of storage for your files, 1 mailbox per website, and then some other benefits like a free domain for the year, etc. Okay, then we've got Bluehost. So again, if you use our link down in the description below, you can save up to 78% as well. They've got the personal, starter, and the business. The personal is made for simple website or blog. It's $1.99 per month for 36 months, and then it does renew at $8.99. With this, you get one website, the smallest amount of storage, AI site creation tools, things like a free CDN. You get their most basic security features, most basic marketing features, and then advanced features like static content caching, object caching, WordPress staging site, and more. Then they've got the starter plan, which is 70% off and $2.99 per month. It does renew at $9.99 a month. With this, you can make more websites, you get more storage. It's ideal for more visitors per month, but you do get everything else that's in the personal plan as well. Then they've got the business plan, which is $5.99 per month, and that's saving you 57%. It does renew at $13.99 per month. With this, you get more websites, more storage, and it's ideal for more visitors per month. You also get extra security features, so malware detection and removal and things like that. So again, depending on where you're at, depends on the plan that you will need. And again, if you use both of our links, you'll get the best price possible. So when you are comparing between Hostinger and Bluehost, just make sure you're checking those prices. Now, choosing between Bluehost and Hostinger usually comes down to the type of experience that you want when building and managing your first website. Bluehost can be a great choice if you want a hosting provider that focuses on guiding beginners through the process of launching a site step by step. The platform is closely connected with WordPress, and the setup process is designed to help new website owners install WordPress, connect their domain, and start building pages without needing to understand the technical side of hosting. If your goal is to start a blog, a personal brand site, or a small business website using WordPress, Bluehost can feel very straightforward because many of the tools are already built into that workflow. Now, Hostinger may appeal more to people who want a cleaner dashboard in a hosting environment that feels very modern and simple to navigate. The control panel is designed around common tasks like managing your domain, installing a website platform, and adjusting settings without digging through complicated menus. Many beginners like this layout because it feels less technical and easier to understand. Hostinger also tends to focus heavily on performance and efficiency, which can help pages load quickly, even on entry-level plans. In the end, both platforms work really well for beginners, and both are capable of hosting blogs, business sites, portfolios, and many other types of websites. If you want a hosting provider that is closely tied to the WordPress ecosystem and guides you through the setup process, Bluehost may feel like a better fit. If you prefer a simpler dashboard, stronger performance, and an interface that feels easy to manage from day one, Hostinger may be the direction you lean towards. I know how confusing it can feel when you're trying to choose your first hosting provider. There are so many options, and it's not always clear which one actually makes things easier when you're getting started. The good news is that both Bluehost and Hostinger are built with beginners in mind, so either one can help you launch your first website and get it online. And if if you use our links, that's making sure you're getting the best price possible. So don't forget to check those out. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. This channel is dedicated to helping you build your first website with simple tools and easy steps. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.